Welcome to this quick guide for Uno All Wild, the super fast-paced card game where every single card is a wild card. It's built for 2 to 10 players, and you'll be up and running in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to cover everything from setup to strategy, so you can deal out your first game as soon as this is over.
So first things first, the most important question, how do you win?
It's really simple. Your one and only goal is to be the first person to play every single card from your hand. Okay, you know what you're trying to do. Now let's get the game on the table.
The setup is super easy. First, just pick someone to be the dealer and have them give the 112-card deck a good shuffle. Then, they'll deal out 7 cards to every player. After that, you'll put the rest of the deck face down. That's your draw pile. And for the final step, just flip the top card over to start the discard pile. The player to the left of the dealer kicks things off.
All right, you're all set up and ready to go. Let's talk about how your turn works, and trust me, it's even easier than you think.
So on your turn, you just play one card from your hand onto the top of the discard pile. And since every card is a wild card, you don't need to worry about matching colors or numbers. You can play literally anything you want. That's the basic idea. But the real fun, well, that comes from the action cards.
Yep, these special action cards are what make the game so exciting and honestly pretty unpredictable. These are the cards that will help you race ahead or stop your friends dead in their tracks.
First up, the Wild Reverse. You play this, and boom, the direction of play completely flips. So if the turn was going to the person on your left, it's now going back to the person on your right.
The classic wild skip card. You know how this one works. You play it, and the next person in line, they just lose their turn. Simple as that.
And if you want to be extra mean, there's the Wild Skip 2. This one is even more powerful because, you guessed it, the next 2 players have to miss their turns. That can really give you an advantage. Then you've got the Wild Draw 2. This forces the next player to draw 2 cards from the pile, and they have to skip their turn. It's a real double whammy.
Of course, the Wild Draw 4 is even more powerful. The next person has to draw 4 cards and they lose their turn. Yeah, this is probably the card you want to save for when someone gets a little too close to winning.
Okay, now this one is really interesting. The Wild Targeted Draw 2. This card lets you pick any player at the table, no matter where they are, and force them to draw 2 cards. Now the key thing is, they don't lose their turn, but it's the perfect way to slow down whoever is in the lead.
And now for the real game changer, the Forced Swap. When you play this, you have to trade your entire hand with another player of your choice. Just imagine, you're stuck with a ton of cards, and someone else is about to win with just one. This card can completely flip the game on its head.
So now you know how to play a turn and you know all about the action cards. So how does this all come together to actually win a round? It's a flat-out race. As soon as one player puts down their very last card, the round is over. Just like that, they're the winner. But, and this is a big but, there's one crucial rule you can't forget. When you're down to just one card left in your hand, you have to shout Uno so everyone knows you're about to win.
If you don't yell it and another player catches you before the next person takes their turn, you get hit with a penalty. You have to draw 2 cards. So please, in all the excitement, don't forget to yell Uno.
Now, if you want to play a longer game, instead of just one round, you can use the optional scoring method. Whoever wins the round gets points for the cards left in everyone else's hands. Any regular wild card is worth 20 points, and all those powerful wild action cards are worth 50 points apiece. The first player to get to 500 points wins the whole game.
Okay, before you go and start your first game, here is one last strategic tip right out of the rulebook. This could absolutely save you. So let's say the person right after you is down to 1 card. They've already yelled Uno, and you look at your hand, you've got nothing to stop them. No skips, no draws. What can you do? Well, you can take a risk. Instead of playing a card from your hand, you can choose to draw 1 card from the pile. If you get lucky and it's an action card, you can play it right away and stop them. If it isn't, well, your turn ends. It's a gamble, for sure, but sometimes it's the only move you've got.
And that's really everything you need to know. You're ready to play Uno All Wild. So shuffle up those cards, have a great time, and get a little bit wild.